picky about these things too.
I am too. Like, so when she got them, I was like hesitant. We're talking about these non-alcoholic White Claws.
Yeah. Because we don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
Since last
we don't drink anymore. Yeah.
Since last week.
It's a bad day to stop sniffing glue.
Yeah. But yeah, these are very good.
Yeah, like I'm super picky about carbonated drinks in general. Like I'm real weird about that. And I cracked one of these and I was like, oh, I hate like super carbonated like drinks. It just like normal White Claws are like, I'm good.
What was that thing I was drinking last week? It was like the vodka.
Oh, we made like a screwdriver. Yeah.
But like now after that, the can.
Oh yeah, that one. It was like a elderberry like vodka drink. Yeah.
Very fizzy.
Yeah, very fizzy.
Delicious.
Like too fizzy. Good, but you're right, too fizzy.
A little too fizzy for my liking. These are spot on.
Yeah,
I'd even say like LaCroix, whatever you say. Some of those are.
It's too much. Yeah. But this is like. I mean, I like it. Honestly, I kind of like this a little bit better than some of the Liquid Deaths I've had.
Yeah.
Because like Liquid Death can still be like really highly carbonated.
Some of them are too sweet too. Like
yeah.
Like we just got one. It's like pina colada.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know. It's like unbalanced. I don't know how to describe it.
Just put it right in the middle there.
Yeah.
The funny thing is you walked into the gym this morning when we were going to work out, and I had like a lime one, and you were like, "Oh,"
I was like,
"You drinking right now?" And I was like, "Nah, it's non-alcoholic." And you're like, "Oh, okay, okay."
I was like, "God damn!" I thought we crossed the line.
Yeah, like we've gone into alcoholism, boys. Like,
we're just going full tilt.
Yeah. No, yeah, they're good. White Claw, non-alcoholic. We recommend them. Yeah,
highly good.
I don't know exactly where she got these. I'm probably like Sam's or something. But this one's like black cherry cranberry. That one's good. Peach, orange blossom.
Good flavors.
It's delicious.
Some of them taste like you turn on the static channel and then you throw a lemon at it, you know?
Yeah.
Just doesn't taste very good.
It does not. There's... But these are good.
Yeah.
All the flavors. Like what, you had the passion fruit one already?
Mango passion fruit.
The mango, or is that the passion fruit?
This is peach orange.
Oh yeah, mango passion fruit. That's the other one.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I slammed that.
Normally not a mango flavored guy. I like mangoes, but mango flavoring is
can be hit or miss.
Can be. And then passion fruit, I am typically not. But that one was good. Like it was well balanced.
Yeah.
So
I like it. Good job, White Claw.
Good job.
I don't like regular White Claws, so.
I'm not saying I haven't drank regular White Claws, but I do not go out of my way for them.
There's nothing left around. I'll drink it, but it's not my first reach.
Call me a basic bitch, but they make great zero, and it even says 0 proof in bold letters.
Just in case you get stopped by the cops or something, you're like, look, test me.
I put the vodka in afterwards.
I just am drunk most of the other times.
Yeah, and just, all right, calm down, guys. Just put that back there in the showcase.
Yeah.
As an additive. Yeah.
Manufactured for White Claw Seltzer Works.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know they had their own thing. I thought there was some sort of
subsidiary.
Yeah, it was some company.
I wonder if they were and then became their own like brand because they're so popular.
They got big enough.
I mean, they're huge. Yeah. Oh, it is their own canning and everything.
Yep.
Very interesting.
Over the operation.
If folks don't know, most cans are mass produced by Ball in the United States.
Yeah.
Canning in jars, like all that stuff.
Yep. Gotta get your balls.
Yeah, balls.
But yeah, we lifted this morning.
Yep.
Got in some fitness.
Got some
rolled
fitness.
at nooner.
Yeah.
Went home, ate a turkey sandwich, got my resume printed out. Actually got a copy of it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Working on getting a new job.
Trying to get that cash, you know.
Yes. Yes.
Some bennies. So our healthcare system is fucked up in this country.
Yeah. It is. It's. We're having a conversation, it was me, you, and a couple other people at the gym having a conversation about that, like explaining like that healthcare, like specifically doctors and some of the higher providers that are like advanced nurses and stuff are independent contractors for the most part.
Yeah.
And like they make bonuses and benefits and they code things like a certain way, and like it's not like, oh, they're evil. Like, no, it's like they're doing a job, and like you pay them for those individual services. It's just like a lawyer. Like when you call a lawyer, their time is billed.
Yeah.
Same thing for a doctor. They're an independent contractor as well. Like all those things are like broken out. The insurance piece of it is also not great, but yeah, it is the reality of some of the things you deal with as an adult.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
yeah. So.
But yeah, it's kind of funny. Just like write out certain things. I'm like,
like what? Like give me like some examples. Like what made you chuckle? Like
just like writing out, like trying to doctor up some phrases. So it's just not just like fight people all day. Like
yeah,
that's all I'm good at.
Well, you've specialized in specifically like grappling, but like you have other facets. Like,
oh yeah.
Like all the like the teaching pieces and stuff like that, the mentality building you guys do for like KCC is like super important.
Oh yeah. Just trying to quantify that into writing is kind of funny.
Yeah, and especially like making it relatable to somebody who, not that like, if you're writing it down for a specific type of job, like I hope they would understand it.
Yeah.
Like okay, like.
I had Brooke read it. She said it looked good. So.
Okay. Yeah. Outside opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I did a NSDR nap real quick, a little 20-minute non-sleep deep rest protocol.
Okay.
Which like sort of like yoga nidra, which is like basically just lay down.
Yeah.
Get kind of settled, breathe a little bit, and you start going through like each section of your body and like trying to relax each section of your body, and then I just fall asleep every time. But there's times I've done it where I'm like kind of tired and wired, but I don't necessarily go to sleep, but I just like change channels in my brain.
Yeah.
So I've utilized that whenever the sleep deprivation kicks in.
That is like I've done similar things to that, and like in like a yoga class, like at the end when they're like you're in child's pose, I'm like, no, we don't want you to sleep, and I'm like already there, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm in like a deep like almost sleep like state by the end of those like you can just lay there as long as you want. Like, no, if I lay here as long as I want, I'll just be here for like 4 hours of sleep, and you'll
Don't
need to go
that.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tempt me with a nap.
I've done hot yoga, and then I just lay there. I'm like, melt.
They're like, sir, you'll die. And you're like, yeah, that's fine. Like,
My wife, my sister, and my cousin went to hot yoga this morning.
oh.
Tried to go to hot yoga. The instructor didn't show up.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like,
Shit
oh my
happens.
God. Like, yeah.
Shit happens. Totally get it. As a 6 a.m. instructor of things at times, I get it.
Oh, it was a 6 a.m. hot yoga class?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that was their first time at that place. Like Brooke's gone a few places, but she like rustled up my cousin and my sister to be like, let's go try it. And then instructor doesn't show.
Were like just standing outside, like waiting, or like?
Yeah. For probably like 15-ish minutes, and then like the instructor texted him and was like, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry, car trouble, blah blah blah." Free week, you know.
Okay. Well, yeah. There you go.
That's something out of the gig, you know.
That's an acceptable exchange there.
Yeah.
Like,
Just gotta sweeten the deal.
yeah, that's funny though.
Yeah.
God, I'm here for hot yoga. Well, just stand outside. It's warm enough today. Just touch your toes. We're good. Yeah, there you did it.
Nice, you did yoga.
You did yoga. No, that's that sucks. To be standing outside of like a facility, like, what are we doing?
No, I think they just went to breakfast afterwards.
There you go. Yeah.
Like that's the move, really.
Yes,
Get
absolutely.
some breakfast out of the gig.
Yeah, like, oh well, we were gonna spend like an hour and a half together. Let's go get some breakfast.
Yeah. May as well. They probably were going to afterward anyway, but
Yeah. Really
hot yoga, get your appetite going.
That's what I was gonna say. Sweat it out, all the poison.
That's like I sincerely miss the sauna cold plunge in Canada. Like, there's a place. Where is it? It's in town. I've been to it, but there's another place that I want to go to that has like sauna and cold plunge in the same room. Like the other one was kind of separate.
Okay.
But that was life-saving, life-changing.
That would be eventually in the studio. That's what I would like to have.
Oh God, yeah.
Like, because we have mats, and we'll get more mats, and then have like a true sauna, like cold plunge, like just like a one-person sauna with like a like nice like blue cube or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody had one in their gym. I forget who. It caught on fire. Fucked their gym up. Can't remember. Oh yeah, I was out in maybe Vegas. I don't know, but that is one of the scary aspects to it. Don't forget to turn it off. A lot of them have like self shut offs after like
Yeah.
a certain amount of time. But
I know my one buddy has one in his basement, and like his grandfather was like an installer for years, like 4 saunas, like installed saunas, and he was like, "Do you do anything special?" And he's like, "Is it a standalone?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Nah, just put it down there. It's gonna be fine." He's like, "What about like steam and stuff like that?" He's like, "Nah,
won't bother anything."
Yeah, he's like, "Won't screw your like won't screw your like your ceiling up."
Yeah.
He's like, as long as it's maintained correctly, like it'll be fine.
Like some of those like zip up personal ones, you know, like up to your neck. Like I like the idea, but they just, from what I've seen, are just a nightmare to clean. Like
yeah,
just you have a puddle on. It's just fucking
it's
disgusting.
I've seen people use them at the gym a couple times, and I was always like,
"Ew,
what do you do with that?"
Just like throw it away.
Yeah, it's
Burn
like
it.
kind of expensive, and then it's just like your funk is like all in it.
I'd rather spend a little more money and get the wood and the standalone kind of thing.
Yeah, because they're cedar, aren't they? Like they're cedar, so they're like naturally like resistant to all that like grossness.
It just naturally smells way better.
Yeah, they do smell like. We have a cedar fence, and like it smells amazing just in the backyard from the fence.
I had cedar, like little not chips, but like planks in the bottom of my gym bag for years. Like,
yeah, it's like an antifungal like thing.
It smells nice.
It does smell nice. It gets you going.
The one in Canada had like a little drip thingy above the heat source, so you put aromatherapy oils and shit in there.
That's fucking nice.
Yeah, it's about as good as it gets. I don't need a whole lot, but I do need a sauna.
Yeah, sauna is like, well, it's like we've talked about, like a good hot like training session when it's like just burning hot, opens everything up, like you get all the blood back flowing like through tough areas.
Phenomenal. Yeah, my shoulders and back felt great for that entire week.
Yeah.
Now they're back to shit. So.
It's true. It may not be like, oh, it's gonna make you live longer, but if you train a lot, like it's gonna make you feel better.
Oh yeah.
Like I know, like when we get like even when we work out, like I get some like blood flowing back through my shoulders and stuff. Like, yeah, like I feel immediately better. Like, or it's like a soupy like rolling session.
Yeah. Yeah. Like early morning sweat, regardless of the source, kind of levels me back out. I'll have like some morning anxiety. I'm like, fuck, sit in the sauna.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
Good to go. Yeah, been drinking too much lately, personally, so I'm glad we have these.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm guilty as well.
It's easy to do.
It is.
Especially in the summertime when it's hot.
Well, and like everybody, like, there's, when you train a lot and like work out moderately, like having drinks isn't like the end of the world. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm so fat. Like, nah, like.
But it takes a toll, you know.
Yeah.
Even like, just from like a sleep aspect, like I always sleep like shit.
Mm-hmm.
1 drink, 10 drinks, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My sleep is fucked.
Yeah, for real. Like that and like all the other, like the dehydration, like all that stuff from it. Like,
there was times like I'd get up, I'd drink a little bit the night before, and I'd get up at like 4:30 and go power lift. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, kill me.
Yeah.
But even then, sweat a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Get it out. You're good.
It's very true.
But no, I've been enjoying my sleep lately, enjoying dreaming. A lot of weird shit going on in my dreams. If anyone knows what it means if you like basically walk into an abandoned, trashed house and you're like, "This is my house," then you maybe almost stab somebody. Like, what does that mean? Like, what are the dream interpretations for that?
Yeah, give us your thoughts on those dream interpretations, interpreters.
All sorts of books and shit. Don't have anything for that one. So.
Yeah.
But a lot of like one quick like Google search was like unresolved things, blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't know. That's just way too specific for like.
Yeah. I don't believe you, AI.
Yeah. You don't know my dreams, AI.
Even though I just told you.
Yeah. Damn it.
That is like having. It's not that I don't have dreams, but I don't have like, not consistently, but I haven't had consistently like vivid dreams in like years.
Yeah.
I sleep great.
Yeah.
Like I sleep very well.
That's
but
good.
I don't know. It's very odd. Like
You're
there are
zen.
cycles.
Very zen.
Well, there are cycles like especially like when I used to get in like when I wasn't as familiar with like physical violence, like since I've been training.
Yeah.
But like when we would get in like consistently like bad fights throughout the week, and like I would get hit or I would get scratched or I would get like, you know, whatever, like spit on or like something like that. Like if we did that consistently, like I would like move in my sleep. And like I would be fighting somebody, and like it wouldn't be like necessarily like anybody specific that I had fought at work, but I would like move around, and like Rachel would be like, "Did you fight a bunch of people yesterday?" Yeah. She's like, "Yeah, you were like
You're sleep fighting.
yeah." She's like, "You were like moving and
It's like Ron Swanson. It's just like,
yeah, yeah, like, or like she said that I've even like reached out and like grabbed her arm before, like fully asleep, and she had to be like, "Get off me."
She's like, 2-on-1. Fuck.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh no." Like, but yeah, like since training, that impact has been like next to nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
So
See, you just got zenned out again. You just got back in. You're good. Just takes a couple good fights to get kicked in the head a couple times. You're good.
yeah, it definitely is like kind of an interesting like contrast of like oh, like I think I don't know. I don't think we've specifically talked about this, but like people have that illusion that like if you train a bunch, like you just look for reasons to be violent. And to be perfectly honest, it's typically the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Once you really experience like trained violence, you're like, I'm good.
Nah, not interested in engaging.
Yeah, like, and then you experience like
Sure they don't have any booze in it?
yeah, right. Untrained to train, like moderately trained, like highly trained people, and then like you touch all of those bodies, you're like, if I encounter this untrained, like I see red dude, like they're dangerous because they're wild, but no other reason.
Yeah.
Like they may be explosive for like 30 seconds, and that's all the cardio they have.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right, well now you're fucked. Like, but like, yeah, like there's no mats, there's no referee on the street, like, and you get into that zone of like, oh, I just want to be violent. Like, no.
Yeah.
I think untrained people like, I want to be violent, and then they touch that reality, and they're like, I
Never
don't want to
mind.
be violent. Yeah, like
It is almost a weird, like, perverted fantasy.
mm-hmm.
Until it happens. You're like, whoa, never mind. Never again.
Yeah. That like stereotype that like if you train somebody for violent, they'll want to be more violent is hilarious.
Yeah. I don't buy it.
I don't buy it at all. Like I have yet to meet somebody who is like truly mellowed out from like training that's like, I go out every night and look for fights. Like maybe if they're like 12 and their balls hadn't dropped yet.
Yeah.
But that's a
Yeah.
different thing. Like
It is. It's just like an adolescent mindset.
Mm-hmm. And that's
Yeah.
why like a lot of dudes who are like wrestlers and like stuff like that from a young age, other than, you know, getting caught with hookers.
It happens to the best of us, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Literally the best.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
literally the dude was the best, bro. But yeah, like, but most of those dudes like don't end up there. Like they don't, like they're so disciplined and like, and they don't fight because they like have like real like, they have heavyweights who like come in and smash them, and they're like, oh, like
I'm good.
you're like, I think I'm okay. Like,
and like you just get out of your system, like at practice.
yeah, you can go to practice
it.
and just
Get it out of your system.
Yeah.
In a controlled manner.
Right.
But I mean, the most dangerous people on the mats are like white belts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But again, yeah, there's maybe I think of like 3 people off the top of my head where I'm like, holy fuck, like just nightmare type person, trained, untrained, angry, not angry, whatever. It's just like, fuck, don't want to do, just don't, like, not interested.
Yeah.
But then you add in any element of like unpredictability, and you're like, oh, my leg snapped, fuck, like, and I've seen it happen. I've had it happen to me, like,
yeah,
like, fuck.
Well, this is awful.
Yeah. But yeah, stuff like that, sleep fighting, definitely
like herky jerky and stuff.
Yeah, I do that anyway. But then like something weird will happen. I'm like, fuck, like
yeah,
it doubles up. I've slept walk, had sleep paralysis, you name the sleep things. Oh yeah, it only like sleepwalking only happens if I'm like 10x stressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't really like do anything. I just kind of, I've never like left where I was. But I'm just kind of like up and around doing shit, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, sleep paralysis I had as a kid, and I mean, reading about sleep paralysis, everyone sees like certain shadowy figures and weird shit, and you can't move. All this, that's real.
Interesting.
It's very weird, but I haven't experienced anything like that lately. Luckily, now knock on wood.
Yeah,
sleepwalk
like
tonight.
What so like when you were like competing like at like lower belts and stuff like that, it was pretty consistent. Like, did you ever experience like herky jerky sleep because of that?
Oh yeah.
Like like competing every weekend, or like like especially given like the former place that you guys trained, like there was a lot of stress from there. So like
it was mostly from that. Like
not from the competitions. Like
the week leading up, where I'm cutting weight.
Yeah.
Everything in the gym sucked, like just because everyone hated each other. And then the competition itself was like, well, whatever. But leading up to it, it's like, well, fuck. Like, no wonder you're stressed. Like, yeah, it's like the amount of internal stress from an environment like that, and you don't go into like denial about it. You're like, nah, it's fine.
You're like, no, that's fine. I'm not being manipulated.
Yeah. Like, and we're fine. Nothing weird is happening. Like. Nothing, and then you find yourself, you're like hiding information from people, being like, yeah, everything's cool. I'm fine, like a fucking abused dog or something.
No.
I'm fine. No. And that's how those things get perpetuated and go on for so long now.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking about, like that type of situation had to perpetuate like worse sleep, like worse physicality. Like,
I've never been more disorganized health-wise than I was then. Like sleep, hormones, fucking everything, like absolute hydration, nightmare, everything.
Yeah.
And I was young, so I like didn't know the things I know now, so like, and the information wasn't as available as it was, so you're like, oh, I'm fine, I don't have a concussion. I'm like,
I'm just really tired, guys. I'm just real tired.
So, and it's not just me. I saw it in other people too. Yeah. So like, and it manifests differently for everyone. So, good times.
So, for context, when he was younger, and like pretty much like a lot of our friend group trained at a place that was like when you like, if you were like looking at it for a definition in like the jiu-jitsu dictionary of like, don't go to this place, and there's like red flags, that would be the place.
Yep.
Like,
but even back then, they didn't have like the articles and the memes making fun of all this shit, so it's like it wasn't as prominent, and like the knowledge about it wasn't prominent. And then once you get into a place you want other people just to train with, and then you don't realize you're bringing in innocent civilians into a terrible fucking nightmare. Like, and then you're like, oh,
that's why everybody's so upset.
Yeah, this makes sense now.
Yeah. So I never went there, but like before I ever knew him, like we had like a mutual friend that like I worked with, and like he told me about the place, and then like told me about it like exploding, and I was like, oh, all right, man, like that sounds pretty bad, like we should not go there.
Yeah.
But definitely like an interesting, maybe it's something like we'll talk about, like I won't talk about it because I don't have anything other than that. Like I'll have the people that were there talk about it, like not to.
You could definitely facilitate some interesting questions, I'm sure.
Yeah, like I think it would be interesting for you guys to like kind of like bring that to light, like to help other people kind of understand like maybe what they're dealing with, like not as like a
lot of stuff that passes as like okay in a jiu-jitsu gym is not okay.
Yeah. Well, that's like one of the reasons, like specifically like with Endeavor, like I knew immediately, I was like, okay, this is like there was nothing after like months like where I was like, I never got that vibe.
Yeah.
Never. Like everything is not.
I refuse to perpetuate it. Aaron refuses to perpetuate
yes.
it. Like
Yes.
he's had his own experiences. Like we've talked about him and we're like not doing that. Like
yeah, and especially something like truly like intimate, like where you're like touching somebody, like male, female, like whatever, like
it's physical touch.
Yeah, it's physical touch. Like you're up in people's businesses
with
like
some violence associated
to
it. Like and I've seen it multiple times, like just get handled so poorly that the person doesn't want to train ever again. They're so bothered by whatever happened, like whether that's like inappropriate comments, fucking weird shit after, like, or again just like unacceptable behavior that's accepted. So
definitely like
no, I've heard that in multiple fronts about our spot, and huge badge of honor in that regard.
yeah, I mean, like you said, like both you and Aaron have had like the experience of that kind of shit like perpetuating, and you're like, no, we're not doing that. Like,
and then like you're in something like that for so long, you can smell it in other places. You're like,
and that like never been strictly not true. Like I've been to like I went to a gym where the dude that owned it was like fucking crazy, and like that was more my like what are we talking here, like that's what I'm looking for. But like typically if there's crazy here, it like perpetuates everywhere, and you're kind of like
and like jiu-jitsu is interesting because it attracts so many walks of life, and like it accepts people, and just depending on other dynamics in the gym, like those people can get into power positions and start to do weird shit, and just based on like skills and shit, not based on like who they are and how they act towards other people. And then like again, back then it wasn't like gyms were as business oriented as they are now. So,
right
like, now like business practices, like ethical business practices, have kind of like taken over a little bit more. Like you still hear about crazy shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like I'll open Instagram and like read a story. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, yeah. Which and like does make me sad. And then I'm like, oh, I've been there. And then I'm like, that doubles down why I don't. Not one, I just don't have the personality to be like a fucking psycho about shit. But two, I'm just not interested in perpetuating anything like that. Like, try to be fair.
It's a lot of fucking effort too.
It's so much fucking effort and time wasted to like text people at 3 a.m. like, why the fuck weren't you at practice, you dumb motherfucker? Like, what are you doing? Like, go to bed. Like, shut the fuck up.
Why are you awake right now?
Yeah, stop. Oh yeah, because you're dealing drugs. Like. You're implicating our friends in it. Like,
yeah. Hey, no.
Knock it off.
Yeah, knock it off, bro.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Why would you practice?
Whilst maintaining inappropriate relationships with students and things. Like, nightmare. But we fought each other.
Yeah.
And we were good at it.
Yes.
And then a lot of that shit gets kind of hidden behind that. Like, we were good at it and blah, blah, blah. I just watched that documentary on the doctor,
the doctor from OSU,
from the 70s to the 90s, not the gymnastics thing, and like the early 2000s kind of like sparked that back up, and they made a documentary about it, and like talk about inappropriate behaviors and bad practices and really unethical shit, and then it being swept under the rug. Like you're like, oh, ugly.
That's
But it also isn't new. Like, none of it's like...
No.
It's like almost not surprising in a weird way.
Well, I mean, like, I think the real big kickoff for that specific thing was the Penn State thing.
Yeah.
Like the Sandusky stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that kicked off a lot of other people to be like, oh, yeah, I did get diddled.
This was a problem.
Like, yeah.
This
like
was a huge problem.
Yeah. Like, it wasn't just that college. Like, there were multiple colleges that, like, went back and, like, had students be like, we were getting diddled, bro. And they're like, oh, okay. Like,
some people did shit about it. Some people didn't. Like,
yeah. It's definitely, like, it set the tone, like, that whole, like, unveiling of, like, the Sandusky, like, I think that dude, no, he's dead, right? Sandusky's dead.
I don't know.
It doesn't really matter.
I don't really want to, like, look any of that shit up
like,
either. I'm like,
you alive, bro? Like,
yeah, like, and then these are, like, doctors who have access to multiple teams over multiple spans of years and all this shit. It's like, what's the real number here? Like, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it could be tens of thousands.
It could be immense,
like,
yeah.
You're talking about big schools, like, not just, like, these are massive state schools, like.
Yeah. And again, like, in that, like, they were winning. Everything was, you know, they were dominating and this and that. And so it's, like, easier for people to look the other way, unfortunately.
They play football real good.
Mm-hmm. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo-da. Why are you walking funny?
It's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just, there's examples of it across all scales, like small scale coaching, middle-sized shit, and massive corporations and universities and professional teams and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, essentially, like, what you're talking about, like, with what you experienced is, like, was and still is, like, a club sport level activity. Like, you know, like, it's probably one of the more prolific, except for, like, pickleball, of course, which is, like, massive now, but, like,
who knows who's going to start diddling in pickleball? You know? We don't want to see that. Competitive
what they're going to do, what they're going to do with those rackets. Like,
damn. I know pickleball is like an old people sport because, like, I used to work at an old people gym, essentially. Like, a community center, more or less. But it was filled with old people. And, like, they were the first proponents of pickleball. They're like, it's fucking noon. Why aren't the pickleball nets up, you know? Like, it's just, like, funny to me to see it on, like, ESPN. Like,
yeah, I mean, there are people, like, in very young age categories that, like, there are people that I work with, like, they're leagues.
Yep. My sister just did a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like,
cool.
More power to you.
The first time I saw it was when we lived in UA, and one of the parks that I like going to, because they had, like, pull-up bars and, like, walking track, so I would, like, run the walking track / like, do pull-ups and, like, you know, whatever. But, like, I remember sitting there one day, like, in between, like, our cycle, and I was like, what am I watching? Because it's not tennis. And I was like, somebody said it was pickleball, and I was like, oh. It's like, all right, like, okay. That was the first time I ever saw it. Like, it was several years ago now, but
yeah.
And now it's, like, everywhere.
My thing with, like, stuff like that, like, fine, it's great. You should do it. But you also should learn how to defend yourself first. Like, you should, like, there's just, like, prioritizing skills and things. And, like, my backhand isn't the first on my list.
No.
I saw a video of pickleball arguments, and a dude bent over to get a ball, and a dude just fucking soccer kicked him. I was like, whoa, dude. Like, Jesus. Like, so if anything can escalate to the point of fighting, you should learn how to fight first, and then you can play the sport or whatever afterward. And like, I'm not concerned when I go to a bowling alley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If someone comes at me with a bowling ball, I'm gonna fuck them up, like, because we've trained. And
here you go. If you can dodge a knife, you can dodge a bowling ball.
Yeah. You can dodge a pickleball. You can dodge a head kick.
Yeah, you can dodge a head kick. That's
same thing with golf. It's like people flip out about stuff.
Well, they have a club.
They have a weapon, yeah.
Yeah, they have, like, they're walking around with a weapon. Yeah.
Pickleball, paddle, I don't think you can really do some damage, but bend over to get a ball and get head kicked, you got a problem.
I don't know. I don't want to get hit with those things are wood.
Are they? I haven't even
fucked with
them. Like, I don't even know.
I'm pretty sure they're kind of like a ping pong ball paddle, but like bigger. Yeah. So, like, it's like a laminate wood piece of wood with, like, a grip thing on it. Yeah. So, like, you can, like, hit the ball and get spin.
You can crack some of that.
Yeah. like, even if you flip the hard edge out and just target, like, hard areas, or, like, can you imagine get, like, full face slapped with, like, a racket?
Viciously insulting.
Yeah, like, not only it's, like,
You
the
must fight after
ultimate
that.
pimp slap, but, like, you're just, whap! Oh, my face got some backspin.
motherfucker.
Like, that's... Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, not interested. But yeah, I don't know. You see, like, people spaz not at anything. But
Oh, yeah, dude.
again, it goes back to just, like, the people who know how to fight are going to be like, you know what? No, it's all good.
Fade
Yeah,
into the bushes.
Not interested. Not catching an assault charge today. Like,
That's like my dad used to play, like, you know, like softball leagues, and, like, when he worked, and, like, he was a very good, like, proficient baseball player and stuff like that, but, like, in his younger days he had a horrific temper, and he, like, had gotten ejected from, like, ballparks and stuff, not for fighting, just for, like, giving the riot act to, like, a ref or, like, an ump or whatever.
giving the ump a what for?
Yeah, but I remember going to games, and, like, I remember, like, not on his field, but, like, there would be, like, people, like, playing beer league softball, clearing benches to fight each other. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like, that's insane.
Yeah, like, this is a work team. Your boss is probably on your team. Like,
Yeah. Now, that being said, as a spectator, if I'm not remotely involved, I do like seeing a bench clearing brawl.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? Like,
yeah. That's like going to a hockey game. And
you're
you're
whoa. Oh yeah,
They're all fighting?
Hockey game. No, it's a accepted part of the sport. You know, they're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Let them fight.
I think one of the coolest events I ever went to was a AAA hockey game when I was in the Marine Corps, and those dudes banged. Like, there were more fights than there was hockey.
Yeah. I
Like,
want that.
The refs got into a fight with the players because the player came up and thought it was the other dude and, like, knocked him. The ref was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, it was great. Like,
That's sick. Yeah, I went and saw, like, local hockey in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
No, they throw down.
yeah,
It was like, like AAA, like just local league shit. And there's like
wrecking each other.
everyone's teeth are missing, and it's like, fucking yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, this shit cracks me up.
But yeah, like, I don't like.
And it sounds like weird and like martial arts elitist and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, you should probably learn how to defend yourself. Then spaz or don't spaz, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
if somebody, like, you won't want to spaz if you're training.
yeah,
You shouldn't want to, but, like, also, like, you can just know, like, I'm gonna stay away from this dude for a second. I'm not gonna pick something up, like, being too weird. He's getting close to me, like,
and that's
that
just
kind of
like
read.
general
Like,
self-defense rules, like
Yeah.
just general situational awareness and blah blah blah.
that is definitely, like, one of those areas where you're like, you should be informed, like, at a baseline. Like, I need to know just enough to, like, protect myself and, like, escape from the situation, and then, like yeah.
Precursors to violence, like
Yes.
learning like what leads into that. You're like, like,
Yeah.
spot that early. You'll be that alone is great self-defense. Like,
Yes.
you know, being removed from the situation and recognizing nasty shit that's going on before it turns into nastier shit.
Pre-attack indicators are a huge, like, not only for somebody in uniform, but also just, like, a regular person. Like, don't get caught out because you were, like,
Don't let people fucking close to you. Don't look at your phone. Like all this shit.
Yeah.
Like we were sitting out on a patio the other night, and there's just like three dudes walking, heads buried in their phones. They just barreled into a table. Like they're paying zero attention. It's like, I could have foot swept you. Like I could have fucked you
done
up.
anything.
I felt like being a dickhead. Like, and that's pretty commonplace, which is pretty gnarly to me.
That I like, especially, like, at work. Like, I see people walking across streets, like,
Yeah.
in the phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, headphones in, some, like, one AirPod, both AirPods, like, listening. So they're probably either, like, listening to music and then, like, looking at some type of social media. And I'm like,
No wonder get their phones nabbed and, knocked out, whatever the fuck it is. Like,
I think like one of the big problems, like, where I work, like, that we ran into for a couple of years, is people were getting hit by cars.
yeah.
They're getting taken out in a crosswalk. Like,
self-defense.
Yeah,
both
literally, yeah. Like,
don't get hit by a fucking 3,000-pound metal moving thing. You won't pan out well.
No. Like, but yeah, like people's like inside the buildings too. I've seen it. Like people just like almost like walk into other people, and I'm like, just like a walk to one place to the other. Like wait until you're like in the place you're stopping at, whether it's back in your office or like
get to where you're
cafeteria, going. Like whatever, like someplace like where you can sit, like where there's like kind of a social expectation of like stop and go or like seating like something, but like
yeah,
they're like on the clip, just like
yeah. It's like, is it like, that important? Like leave Reddit alone. Like
yeah, like Facebook will be there, Snapchat or whatever. Like
it's like, do they need a selfie of you right now? I don't think so. They need a selfie of you getting flipped over a fucking Nissan Altima? No.
They might. That would at least be entertaining.
It'd go viral for sure. It'd be like, oh
no, Sally,
you gotta pay for them hospital bills somehow.
No, yeah, that is an interesting, like,
when I was younger, I'd be like almost like offended at it, like something like that. I'm like, wow, you're not. Now I'm just kind of like, you're just not paying attention. Like,
yeah.
Not that I'm saying you like deserve to have something happen to you, but like you're not paying attention. You're way more likely to have something weird or bad happen to you.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you live in a bigger metropolitan area like we live, like if you're around a large group of people, put your phone down.
Yeah.
Like put it down. Like pay attention to who's around you, what's going on. That at a minimum will probably save you most of the grief of a fight.
Oh yeah.
Or like a negative interaction with like somebody you don't want to have an interaction with.
And it's, I mean, some of it like seems common sense. Like, I'm not saying like don't go out and have fun, but like late at night, alcohol involved, maybe a sporting event, concert, whatever. People are just in a different state of mind. And you know, once the darkness of night hits, you're like, uh-oh. Shut the metal blinds and fucking I Am Legend this shit. That being said, like I've been in LA late at night, I've been in Chicago late at night, I've been in whatever, and I'm like, all right, this is where shit happens. You gotta keep your head about you.
I was in a nice part of Chicago. It's been a couple years, and I just like I was there for a professional course that I paid for, and I just didn't leave the hotel. The place we were like training at was like a walk, like a 5-minute walk down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So I had my car there, but I never used it.
Yeah.
Like I got there, parked, took all my stuff in, and like I brought like stuff to like work out because I drove there from my home.
Yeah.
And like had like kettlebell and like all this other stuff and like worked out in the hotel room. I went down to the gym in the hotel to use like their cardio thing, but that was it. And then every day just walk down, walk back. Had packed like food and everything, and like just didn't leave the hotel.
Yeah.
Like didn't need to.
Yep.
It was that easy. I'm like, dudes are like, yeah, I want to go out here. Like, you coming? Nah. Like they went into the city and like they got on like they drove from where we were. They're like, it took us 4 hours to get to where we wanted to go in Chicago, and I was like, nope. And the instructors were like, take the train.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, literally, take the train. It'll take you 10 minutes. So they said they did that, but I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm out. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm alone. Like, unless I was like geared up with like some of them, like, like that would have been different. But
there was just like times I was younger and dumber and like was desperate to go like compete in another city. So I'm like, I'll take a mega bus in here, and I'm stuck in this place, and weird shit. I got on the wrong bus, and this goes this way, and you see some weird shit.
Yeah.
And that was my clouded judgment, being like, I'm gonna go compete. I'm gonna go get stabbed. Like, like
yeah, you're gonna compete for your life.
For my life. Yeah. Luckily, thank God, nothing ever happened. But like, very easily just could have
disappeared. Yeah.
There's some weird stuff, but
I got lucky. I never had to. So when I was in the military, like it's pretty common for certain. Like, they'll send you, like, with a Greyhound bus ticket some places.
Yeah.
Like, I got lucky. I didn't have to do that. Everything I had to do was, like, it was like a plane ticket. Like, everything was airport related. But, like, there were some dudes that are like, they just hand me a bus ticket. and they're like, see ya.
Yep.
It was like a 7 or 8 hour bus ride. I was like, oh.
Yep.
Like,
I took a Greyhound to North Carolina, I think.
mm-hmm.
My sister dropped me off at like 2 a.m. down by the bus station. As soon as I walked in, I was like, I've made a mistake.
Like the OG one downtown in Columbus?
Uh-huh.
That's Stab Factory. That used to be the Stab Factory USA, man.
Yeah.
Especially that late at night.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, can you drop me off? Like,
Yeah.
she's like, yeah. Yeah, as soon as I walked in, I was like, I've made a mistake.
Yep.
But I'm going to see this through. I need this life experience, and blah, blah, blah. You know, justified it to myself in any way I could. Not to be like, hey, come fucking get me, yo. What the fuck?
No, I'm not doing this anymore.
But yeah, there's like interchanges of buses at other stations in other states late at night.
Yeah.
I saw a dude get fucking mogged by police dogs. Like, as the bus was pulling away, like, dogs were like, I was like, oh,
shit.
fuck. Some other guy propositioned me for nude photos in a bus station. I said no. He also said he's a concert violinist, and he had no teeth. And I was like, you're lying. He got to that point, and he was like...
But did he give a good blowjob?
Yeah.
Yes,
great
definitely.
Head.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like weird shit.
Yeah, like...
You get approached by people, you're like, what's happening right now? Like,
and that's like... that bus station is gone now. It's gone now.
Thank God.
That had to be, like, in and of itself, you were probably like, oh... Because that place was scary, bro.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's
like...
gnarly.
I had another friend who, I think right before it closed, she got a ticket down there because she was trying to get her sister from the bus station. Like, her sister got they were twin sisters, like very cute, like women, and like her and her boyfriend came by bus from like just Pennsylvania, like not far away, and like ran out of that bus station.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, like yeah, that place was a nightmare. Like,
yeah, it was ugly. And you recognize that the second you get in there.
Yeah. You're like, this is all bad.
Yeah. Fuck. One time I did it with a buddy, luckily. Like, that was better. And it was just pure happenstance. I booked a hotel, like, in a weird spot.
Yeah.
But we were in the bus station. We run into his ex-girlfriend. And she's like, oh, don't stay there. Come stay at our house. And she was living in, like, an engineer's loft in a nicer part of town. We're like, oh, thank you, Jesus Christ. Like, oh, my God, thank you.
Yeah.
Literally saved our lives. Like,
Yeah. We would have gotten stabbed, for sure.
Yeah.
Or robbed.
And then we had a great time at the nice place and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know? But I think that was a guardian angel of some sort.
Yeah, that was
don't
like...
go there. Don't go
you
there.
will die.
Yeah. So, thank God for that. But, yeah, my... desperation to go compete sometimes put me in some interesting spots.
That's wild, though. I didn't realize you had traveled so much by bus, like, to go compete.
2 or 3 times, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once alone, 2 times with people, so.
And what's crazy about that is, like, you think about, because, like, bus travel is relatively inexpensive, or like, was.
Yeah, I didn't have any
like,
money, so I was like, bus, done.
Bus, yeah.
I was like, 8 hours, done. Like,
Yeah.
Overnight, done.
Yeah. And, like...
Now I would think otherwise, but...
Well, yeah, now you would. I mean, you probably pay for a flight.
Yeah.
Much faster, like, way less sitting time, and, like, buses are uncomfortable.
There's that story of, like, dude on a mega bus got, like, decapitated by some crazy dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just went nuts. Like, so I, of course, read that after the fact.
Yeah.
Like,
like, well...
maybe not that one.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like, I can't... I've never done train either. I know my wife's done train. She said it's pretty cool.
I've never done train.
Train's also, like, kind of cost prohibitive, so, like, it's more, like, in league with flying.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's not as available around the States, like, go to Europe, but there's guys that I have talked to and stuff who, like, are, I don't know what the train equivalent of, like, an air marshal is, but, like, rail marshal or something.
Yeah,
like
that would be
like,
what it is, like a rail marshal.
They go and, like, guard that shit, and, like, they're fighting in spaces, you know, like, that big.
Yeah.
They're fighting in incredibly tight spaces. Same thing with buses, all that shit. Like, it's a different realm.
Can you imagine? Like a bus marshal. That would...
They need it. Like,
Yeah,
for
they
real,
do
like,
need it. I mean, it's just like some of the wild stuff I've heard of. Like, I know people that work for the local, that work for the transit authority in their area, and like they're not police. They're like a weird, like, new position within that organization. And somebody that used to work for me in my current role, like, he like left, was working there. He went on a bus after somebody because the dude was like being violent on the bus, and just got rocked in the face, had like a concussion, like all this stuff, and like they were just like, okay. It was kind of wild. Like, he went through a pretty like lengthy process of basically being told we don't care.
Yeah.
Like, the person wasn't charged with a crime that hit him. Like, all this stuff, and this person has like a lengthy record of like assaults and stuff like that, and like just a totally weird, like, I don't know. The dude I know still works there and stuff like that, but like, I was like, what's gonna come out of that? He's like, apparently nothing.
Close to nothing.
Yeah, like, all right, cool. Like, is that dude banned from buses? No.
Just on a different one now.
Yeah, he's probably just assaulting somebody somewhere else in the city.
Yeah.
Like,
which is crazy. Like, you hear that in a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like serial offenders are like still out there doing shit. Like,
you do that shit on a plane now, and you're getting
done.
kicked off and arrested and putting on
getting fucked up in the process.
Yeah, and
Like,
you're gonna get put on a no-fly
up.
list. Like, but yeah, city bus, nah, whatever. Like, wild.
It is a wild west out there. That's the other thing, is like you're driving through like remote places, so like police response could be spotty as hell. Like,
yeah, Bill called off tonight. It's just a dispatcher. They're not coming.
They're 30 minutes away.
Yeah, we got to call the next county over.
Yeah, what are you gonna do for the next 30 minutes?
Yeah. And that's like, oh, that's crazy. I have dudes that I work with people that have worked in small jurisdictions. Or I shouldn't say that. Small force in a large jurisdiction, like a whole county.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
They're
Split
driving
resources.
across a county to get to like a call, or like the fellow officer, and it's like they may have 4 people on for like hundreds of square miles.
Yeah.
And it's wild to think about. Like,
so learn how to fight.
that's the message of today's episode.
Yeah,
learn how to fight.
Defend yourself. Stay aware.
Yeah.
Get off your phone.
Yeah. No shit.
Whatever's on there is probably not that interesting.
Yeah. You got anything else?
Drink Redbird coffee.
Redbird.
Yeah. It's on jujitsumindset.com. Go get it.
It'll get you caffeinated.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.